Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Log execute.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Pokemon Heart Gold Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we made our way through Route 44 and the Ice Path to Blackthorn City before taking on the Blackthorn City Gym, and unfortunately, losing a valuable team member who got us so far in this challenge along the way. Since then, I've been training up my team to the current level cap of 41, and I'm actually gonna, before we go into this, show my new team. I did a lot of thinking about this, and I have devised a Dragon Slayer squad, so to speak. First off, we have Aquamarine. I caught him as a Tentacool on Route 40. Not the best nature, but I believe that he'll be an excellent support player for this match. Got him decked out with Surf, Ice Beam, Whirlpool, and Toxic Spikes. And then I have also added Locke, the Rash Lapras, that I got in Union Cave. He is more or less the tank that I'm going to be relying on, and a last resort move for a particular opponent in this fight. Pretty useful in my opinion, because he came with the ability Shell Armor, which makes it so that he can't be critically hit, and you definitely want something that can either prevent critical hits or take critical hits, because the ace of this gym is a Pokemon that has the ability Sniper, which turns the normally double damage crits into triple damage crits. So definitely a good thing to have for me, Locke, to prepare for anything. So with all of that taken care of, let's get right on into this. I am Clair, the world's best Dragon-type master. Does anyone want to mention Lance? I can hold my own against even the Pokemon League's Elite Four. Do you still want to take me on? Fine, let's do this. As a gym leader, I will use my full power against any opponent. Alright, well, time for the final gym battle of Johto. Let's see how we can do. She does have 4 Pokemon, so she is a bit stronger than the previous, but not all that. She's going to start off with a Gyarados, and like all Gyarados, it has Intimidate, so you're going to not want to lead with any physical attackers. I'm starting with Aquamarine because this Gyarados has a lot of special attacks, and I want to focus on getting out the Toxic Spikes for the remainder of the fight. So, we're just going to throw out 2 layers of Toxic Spikes. And now that that's what's going on, I'm going to... Oh yeah, I gave Aquamarine a Citrus Berry so that he would recover for some HP, and now I'm going to quickly swap to Locke, because there would not be a good opportunity to get him in otherwise. And I taught Locke Thunderbolt for this specific reason, so that he could just get in and hit really hard. I don't think that this Gyarados will have anything that I can really do to stand up to a Thunderbolt, because it is a quad effective move. Yep, went down easily, and because I have the Shell Bell on him, he'll recover a little HP. Aquamarine leveled up. Wanted to learn the move Screech, but I don't really care about that. Okay, Locke's leveled up. Got quite a bit of HP off of that. She's sending out a Dragonair. She has 2 of these that are both the same level. Both have Thunder Wave. One has Fire Blast, and I think the other has Aqua Tail. I'm not sure which one this is, but she's not going to be using her specialty moves because they're really just covered. She's just going to be focusing on Dragon Pulse. Oh, shoot, I did not mean to do that. Well, I'll just have to heal up now, because I can't afford to... Okay, let's just use a Moo Moo Milk. There we go. So yeah, Locke is pretty much my key player here, since he can't be crit, thus I don't have to worry so much. And he is pretty tanky, so he can easily take on whatever these Dragonair can dish out. Granted, he is slow, so he will be taking a lot of hits. But I think that I can manage. Yeah, pretty good. And recover a bit of HP with that. Sending out another Dragonair. And thankfully this one's also poisoned, so let's just use Ice Beam. Okay, that's a bit annoying, but nothing I can't deal with. I think I've got at least one full restore, and I might just use that because dealing with paralysis is going to be annoying. Okay, thank you, Locke. And our ace Pokemon is a Kingdra at level 41. Sniper for the ability, holding a Citrus Berry. It's really a tough Pokemon to deal with. I know that this is probably... You know what? I think I'll just use a full heal. I have been... Actually, you know what? I've been... Oh, I thought I had... I could have sworn I picked up a full heal. Oh. Right, forgot. Right here. Okay, I got a Paralyze heal, I'll just use that. I don't imagine even a Hyper Beam would be able to take Locke out, because it does have Hyper Beam. That might hurt a little, but I don't think it'll do enough. Yep, okay, there we go. Now, because it is toxic, I could just stall out this and just wait until it dies on its own, but I don't think I'll do that. I think I'll play to the strategy that I had come up with. I'm gonna use another Moo Moo Milk on Aquamarine. And then, I know I'm just kind of heal stalling at this point, but trust me, I want to do this because there is a particular reason to do so. Just gonna use one more Moo Moo Milk because I don't think you could survive another Dragon Pulse. And then this thing only has special attacks, so something that can really take special attacks. Even if, like, Aquamarine does have a lot of special defense, I'm not sure if it necessarily would be the best choice for this, but I'm going to quickly take the one hit from Dragon Pulse that can't crit because of Shell Armor, use Perish Song so that no matter what happens, because it is her last Pokemon, she can't switch it out and get rid of the timer. You know what, actually, I'm just gonna heal Locke. And now that she's in the red, it is safe to actually switch to Aquamarine to get Locke's Perish Song count off, because it's like she's likely not going to heal up. Well, not likely not to attack, and is going to heal up instead. And now that Locke is, and now that her Locke is no longer under the effects of Perish Song, I can just bring Locke back in, prevent any crits from that Sniper Kingdra, and watch her go down easy peasy. Alright, great. I lost. I don't believe it. There must be a mistake. Alright. I won't concede this. I might have lost, but you're still not ready for the Pokemon League. I know. You should take the Dragon Master Challenge. Behind the gym is a place called Dragon's Den. There's a small shrine at its heart. Go there. If you can prove that you've lost your lazy ideals, I will admit you are a trainer worthy of a gym badge. Oh boy, another one of those types. Ones that, even though I won, they're just being a spoil sport about the whole thing. Well, okay, I can deal. We'll head there right away, but first I'm actually going to drop someone off at the Pokemon Center and heal since we're here. Maybe just a little more. There we go. First things first, let's heal. Okay. Now, over here, boot up the PC, pause it. Locke, you've been great, but I need to deposit you. This will make sense in a bit, trust me. I do have Aquamarine in the front right now, but I'll quickly swap Bowie to the front. And I'm just going to say this now so that you guys don't have to go back to the Pokemon Center right away, because I know when I was first playing, I didn't know that this was the case. The area that we're about to enter has Whirlpool, so you'll definitely want a Pokemon that knows it to be able to get through without having to exit out and get a Pokemon because you didn't bring Whirlpool with you. Let's go. Okay, no, that's gonna be annoying. That's super annoying because they're not even the same level. Let's get out of this. Use an item. Okay, super repel used. Okay. Press onward. Normally, if you try and enter here, that old guy would stop you, but now that Claire's given us the challenge to go do this, we can just come in here no problem. And an ace trainer. And he apparently didn't get the memo. Okay, well, easy enough to deal with. Just one Pokemon, and I've got just the move to deal with a Dragon type. And honestly, the Pokemon I expect to be a Dragon Slayer. I did change around Bowie's held item. He no longer has the choice specs. He has the Never Melts Ice that we got, which pretty much required for any guaranteed Dragon Slayer on your team. Well, at this point in the series. Anyway, with that, we can now go down here. Okay. Expecting that. I'm gonna use Whirlpool for the first time. Honestly, if it wasn't such a garbage move in the battles, it would probably be alright, but... well, I'm not gonna focus on that. Good to see you here. No need to explain why you came. Claire sent you here, didn't she? That girl is a handful. I'm sorry, but I must test you. Not to worry, you are to answer only a few questions. Ready? What are Pokémon to you? Well, I would definitely say ally. Oh, I understand. What helps you win battles? I'd say my main thing is strategy, though a good deal of training comes into it as well. What kind of trainer do you wish to battle? I'll take on anyone. Oh, I understand. What is the most important for raising Pokémon? Knowledge. If you know what your Pokémon can do and what your opponent's Pokémon can do, you have no problems. Oh, I understand. Strong Pokémon, weak Pokémon. Which is more important? Both are important. Can't have the strong without the weak. I see. You care deeply for Pokémon. Now, this is pretty easy not to mess up, but you don't want to answer any of the obvious bad answers like Junior, cheating, etc., because there is a reward for answering all of his questions with a good answer, and you definitely want it. I definitely want it. Very commendable. That conviction is what is important. Seipher, don't lose that belief. You will see through at the Pokémon League. And he's here to get the good news for me. So, how'd it go? I guess there's no point in asking. You did fail. What? You passed? That can't be! You're lying. Even I haven't been approved. Claire, that test was a joke. Anyone who knows exactly what these guys are looking for would be able to tell based on the options we were given. Claire, this child is impeccable in skill and spirit. Admit defeat and confer the Rising Badge. Or must I inform Lance of this? Well, that seemed to scare. I understand. Here, this is the Rising Badge. Hurry up, take it. Seipher received the Rising Badge from Clair. Okay. Rising Badge will allow your Pokemon to use the move Waterfall outside of battle. Pokemon can use the move to climb waterfalls. Also, all Pokemon will know you as a trainer and obey your every command without question. Claire, reflect upon what it is that you lack and this child has. Well, she's embarrassed. By the way, have you heard of Lugia? Is a Pokemon said to have lived around Whirl Islands once. Never mind. Just mad words of the old. Not sure why he tells us about Lugia, considering this is Heart Gold, but hey, you do you, man. Anyway, no, didn't realize that this was already the point where we could jump off. Alright, well. I definitely want to go through the Whirlpool. Don't want to fight that girl, so gonna jump back in the water. And we can see Claire's waiting for us. Wait! I'm sorry about this. Here, take this as my apology. Obtain TM59. That contains Dragon Pulse. Well, Dragon Pulse is a kind of, never mind. It's a huge energy of some kind. If you don't want it, you don't have to take it. What's the matter? If you're headed to the Pokémon League, go back to New Barktown and surf along Route 27. Your face is telling me you have some unfinished business. Come on. Whatever you have to face from now, don't you dare give up. If you do, I'll feel even worse about having lost to you. Well, thanks, Clair. Give it your all. Tsundere Dragon, Gym Leader. What are you gonna do? Okay, and the repel's effect wore off just in time. I'm gonna get out of here. And immediately upon exiting, we've got a call from Professor Elm. Hello, Seipher? How's it going? I've gotten hold of something neat. Swing by my lab and pick it up. See you later. Now, before you go jetting off to go deal with what Professor Elm wants you to get from him, you want to go back into the Dragon's Den after getting that call. And I'm going to throw up another repel just because. And you want to make sure that you have a free slot in your party when you do this, because as soon as you exit the cave, you can actually come back to the Dragon's Den and speak to the Elder to get the reward that I had just mentioned. Okay. Making the same mistakes. Just go through. Marine use Whirlpool. And if we go over here and talk to him, good to see you here. Your arrival is most fortunate. I have something for you. Take this Dratini as proof that I now know your worth. You received the Dratini from the Master. Sure, I'll give it a nickname. I have just a name in mind. And it's female. Was not expecting that, but not gonna change the name I had in mind. For those of you that played the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, you can translate this name as it is in the dragon language of Tamriel, but for those of you that don't feel like looking it up, I'm gonna just tell you what it means. Ulsakrid, Eternal Phantom Slayer. You've shown that you can be entrusted with one. Anyway, let's take a look at Ulsakrid. Careful nature, not alert to sounds. Plus special attack, minus special defense. Not the best, but yeah, for answering all of his questions correctly, we get a Dratini with extreme speed. If you answer any one of those questions wrong, you'll get just a regular Dratini with Leer and the rest of this moveset. I think it'll be pretty good for me. Anyway, there's one last thing I want to grab in here before we use an escape rope to get out of here, since I have so many. We want to come up to this side. and grab this item ball in particular after getting your Dratini, because this has the Dragon Fang, which will improve your Dragon-type moves by 20%. Anyway, gonna quickly use an escape rope to get out of here with no problem whatsoever. And we're just gonna go ahead and just get out of the Dragon's Den area, just so that we don't have to worry about anything. Anyway, I'm gonna train up that Dratini off screen and generally prepare for the road ahead, so thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.